What if one of the most powerful wellness foods in the world has been sitting quietly in your kitchen this entire time? Not hidden in an expensive supplement, not locked behind a prescription, not discovered by some cutting-edge laboratory. Just a simple lemon. Most people see a lemon as nothing more than a garnish, something squeezed into tea, a flavor added to fish, a small fruit forgotten in the back of the refrigerator. But what if that bright yellow fruit is doing far more than you realize? What if it contains compounds that may help support your heart, your immune system, your digestion, your skin, and even healthy aging?
For centuries, sailors carried lemons across dangerous oceans to survive. Ancient civilizations treasured them. Modern nutrition researchers continue studying them. Yet, surprisingly, many people still overlook one of the simplest wellness habits available. And here's the most fascinating part. Some of the biggest benefits of lemons have nothing to do with vitamin C. Stay with us, because what you're about to discover may completely change the way you look at this common fruit forever. Today, we're exploring the remarkable world of lemons. We'll uncover where they came from, why civilizations valued them for centuries, what modern science says about their nutritional power,
the biggest mistakes people make when consuming them, and practical ways you can incorporate lemons into your daily routine. Now, let's be clear. Lemons are not magic. They are not a cure-all, and they won't replace healthy habits. But when combined with a balanced lifestyle, they can become a surprisingly powerful ally for long-term wellness. By the end of this video, you'll understand why millions of health-conscious people around the world start their day with lemon, and why researchers continue investigating this humble fruit. But first, let's travel back in time, because the story of lemons is far more fascinating than most people realize.
Thousands of years ago, lemons were not available in every grocery store. In fact, historians believe lemons originated from regions of Asia before gradually spreading through trade routes into the Middle East and eventually Europe. Ancient merchants traveled across continents. They carried more than spices and silk. They carried plants, seeds, and knowledge. Over time, lemons became prized possessions, not merely for flavor, but for survival. One of the most famous chapters in lemon history involves sailors. Imagine spending months at sea, no fresh fruits, no vegetables, no modern refrigeration. Many sailors developed a devastating condition known as scurvy.
They became weak. Their gums bled. Their bodies struggled to heal. Then something remarkable happened. People discovered that citrus fruits dramatically reduced the problem. Lemons became so valuable that they were often considered essential supplies for long voyages. A simple fruit helped protect countless lives. Think about that for a moment. Long before scientists understood vitamins, people observed real-world effects. They saw the difference, and they paid attention. But here's where the story becomes even more interesting.
Modern science eventually revealed that lemons contained an impressive combination of nutrients and plant compounds that may contribute to overall health. And many of those compounds are still being studied today, which raises a fascinating question. What exactly is inside a lemon? The answer might surprise you. At first glance, a lemon doesn't look particularly extraordinary. It's small, lightweight, mostly water. Yet inside this fruit exists a surprisingly complex nutritional package. Most people know lemons for vitamin C. And yes, vitamin C plays an important role in immune function, collagen production, and antioxidant protection. But vitamin C is only part of the story.
Lemons also contain beneficial plant compounds called flavonoids. These natural substances are responsible for much of the fruit's protective potential. Researchers continue studying flavonoids because they appear to help combat oxidative stress inside the body. Now, what exactly is oxidative stress? Imagine leaving a bicycle outside for years. Eventually, rust begins to form,
Aging and environmental stress create similar challenges within our bodies. Antioxidants help defend against that damage, and lemons contain several compounds that contribute to that defense system. But that's not all. Lemons also provide potassium, small amounts of fiber, citric acid,
and numerous naturally occurring phytonutrients. Together, these components create a nutritional profile that is far more impressive than many people realize. Which leads us to one of the most exciting parts of today's journey. Because the first major health benefit of lemons may affect one of the most important organs in your body, your heart. And what researchers have discovered about citrus consumption may surprise you.
Think about your heart for a moment. It beats roughly 100,000 times every single day, without rest, without vacation, without asking for anything in return. And yet most people rarely think about their heart until something goes wrong. That's why nutrition experts often emphasize small daily habits that support cardiovascular wellness over decades, not days. Interestingly, lemons contain several nutrients and plant compounds that may play a supportive role in heart health. One of those nutrients is potassium. Potassium helps balance the effects of sodium in the body, and for many Americans, sodium intake is significantly higher than recommended.
Maintaining a healthy balance between sodium and potassium is one factor associated with healthy blood pressure. But the story doesn't stop there. Researchers have also explored how citrus flavonoids may support healthy blood vessel function. Healthy blood vessels are essential. They transport oxygen, deliver nutrients, and help every organ perform at its best. Imagine your circulatory system as a vast highway network. When traffic flows smoothly, everything works efficiently. But when problems begin to develop, every destination becomes harder to reach.
Some studies suggest that diets rich in fruits and vegetables, including citrus fruits, are associated with better cardiovascular outcomes. Again, lemons are not a miracle cure, but they can be one valuable piece of a heart-friendly lifestyle. And here's something many people don't realize. The benefits may begin much earlier than expected, long before symptoms appear, long before problems become visible. Small, healthy choices made today often pay dividends years from now. Which brings us to another fascinating benefit, one that affects nearly every system in the body: inflammation. Have you ever wondered why two people of the same age can look completely different? While one seems energetic and vibrant, while the other appears constantly tired. Part of the answer may involve inflammation. Now, inflammation isn't always bad. In fact, it's a natural defense mechanism. When you cut your finger, when you get sick, when your body needs protection, inflammation helps you heal. The problem occurs when low-level inflammation lingers for months or even years. Researchers continue studying how chronic inflammation may be linked to many age-related health challenges. This is where lemons become especially interesting. Lemons contain antioxidant compounds that help the body manage oxidative stress.
And lower oxidative stress may help support the body's natural inflammatory balance. Think of antioxidants ally tiny bodyguards. They don't stop every problem, but they help your cells handle daily wear and tear more effectively. Many health experts recommend focusing less on individual superfoods and more on consistent patterns. A diet rich in colorful fruits, vegetables, healthy fats, physical activity, quality sleep, and yes, lemons can fit beautifully into that picture. But wait until you hear what lemons may do for one of the most overlooked systems in the human body, your digestive system.
Have you ever felt sluggish after a meal? Heavy? Bloated? Uncomfortable? You're not alone. Digestive complaints are incredibly common. That's one reason lemon water has become such a popular morning ritual. Many people report feeling refreshed when starting their day with water and lemon. Part of that benefit may simply come from hydration itself. After several hours of sleep, the body naturally wakes up needing fluids. And adding lemon can make water more appealing, encouraging people to drink more. Hydration supports countless processes: digestion, circulation, temperature regulation, energy levels, even mental performance. Lemons also contain citric acid.
This natural compound contributes to the fruit's distinctive tart flavor. Some people find that incorporating lemon into meals enhances the overall eating experience and encourages healthier food choices. And here's an important point. Sometimes the healthiest habits succeed because they are simple. People often search for complicated solutions. But sustainable wellness frequently begins with small actions repeated consistently. A glass of water, a healthy breakfast, a short walk, better sleep. Simple habits create extraordinary results when practiced long enough. And speaking of extraordinary results, let's talk about something nearly everyone cares about: weight management. What if one of the most overlooked weight management tools isn't a supplement at all, but a habit? Lemons themselves don't magically burn fat. Let's get that myth out of the way immediately. No food can override poor lifestyle habits. However, lemons may indirectly support healthy weight goals in several interesting ways. First, they can make water more enjoyable, and staying hydrated is often associated with better appetite awareness and overall wellness. Second, lemon can add flavor without adding significant calories. That means people may rely less on high-calorie sauces, sugary beverages, and processed flavor enhancers.
Third, healthy routines tend to build upon each other. Someone who starts their day with lemon water may also be more likely to choose a healthier breakfast, then a healthier lunch, then a healthier evening routine. Small habits create momentum, and momentum changes lives. But the next benefit might be even more surprising. Because what if this bright yellow fruit could also support one of the most important organs for healthy aging: your brain?
Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went there? Forgotten a name? Lost your train of thought in the middle of a conversation? Almost everyone has. And while occasional forgetfulness is normal, many people wonder what they can do to support long-term brain health as they age. The answer isn't found in a single food. It's found in a pattern of healthy living. But lemons may have an interesting role to play. The brain is one of the most energy-demanding organs in the body. Although it represents only a small percentage of body weight, it consumes a tremendous amount of energy every day.
To function well, it relies on healthy circulation, hydration, sleep, physical activity, and proper nutrition. One overlooked benefit of lemon water is that it may encourage hydration. And even mild dehydration can sometimes affect concentration, mood, and mental performance. Think about how many people begin their day. Coffee first, water later. Hours pass before proper hydration occurs. Now imagine starting your morning with a refreshing glass of water infused with lemon. A simple habit, yet one that helps put hydration at the top of your priority list. Researchers are also interested in citrus flavonoids and their potential relationship with healthy cognitive aging.
While much remains under investigation, the findings are intriguing enough that scientists continue exploring how fruit-rich diets may support brain function throughout life. And here's a powerful thought. Many people spend years investing in their retirement, yet few invest daily in the health of the organ that will carry them through retirement: your brain. Every healthy choice is an investment in your future self. And speaking of the future, let's talk about aging, because this next section may completely change how you think about growing older. What if aging isn't simply about the number of birthdays you've celebrated?
What if it's also about how well your body handles stress over time? Scientists often talk about two different ages: chronological age and biological age. Chronological age is the number on your birthday cake.
Biological age reflects how your body is functioning internally. And that's where lifestyle matters. Every day, your cells face challenges. Pollution, poor sleep, stress, processed foods, sun exposure, natural metabolic processes. Over time, these factors contribute to cellular wear and tear. This is where antioxidant-rich foods become especially interesting. Lemons contain antioxidants that help support the body's natural defenses against oxidative stress.
Think of oxidative stress like tiny sparks. A few sparks are manageable, but thousands of sparks every day can slowly contribute to long-term damage. Antioxidants help neutralize some of those sparks. No food can stop aging. That's impossible. But healthy dietary choices may help people age more gracefully. More energy, better mobility, greater vitality, sharper thinking, healthier skin. And that brings us to one of the most visible benefits people often associate with lemons: your skin.
Every day, your immune system works around the clock. You don't see it, you don't hear it, but it's constantly protecting you. Your immune system is like a highly trained security team, identifying threats, responding to challenges, maintaining balance. And like any security team, it performs best when properly supported. Nutrition plays a major role. Sleep plays a major role. Exercise plays a major role. Stress management plays a major role. Lemons contribute vitamin C, which supports normal immune function. But here's something important. No food can boost your immune system into superhero mode. That's a myth.
What healthy foods can do is help support normal immune function, part of a healthy lifestyle. And that's where lemons fit in. Not a miracle solution, but one useful piece of a much larger wellness puzzle. And coming up next, we'll reveal some surprising facts about lemons that most people have never heard, including a common mistake millions make every day without realizing it. Plus, the best time to consume lemons for maximum benefit. The answer may surprise you. Let's talk about something nearly everyone wants more of: energy. Not the temporary jolt that comes from another cup of coffee.
Not the short-lived burst from a sugary drink. Real, sustainable energy. The kind that helps you stay active, focused, and engaged throughout the day. Here's a question. Have you ever felt exhausted before your day even really started? Many people blame age. Others blame stress. Some assume it's simply part of life. But sometimes the explanation is surprisingly simple: dehydration. Research has consistently shown that even mild dehydration can affect how we feel. It may influence alertness, mental performance, mood, and overall vitality. That's one reason so many wellness enthusiasts begin their day with lemon water. Not because lemon is an energy drink,
But because it encourages hydration early in the day. And hydration affects nearly every system in the body. When people establish healthy morning rituals, something interesting often happens. Their entire day begins to change. One positive habit leads to another. A healthier breakfast, a short walk, better food choices, more movement, and gradually energy improves. Not overnight, but over time. Which raises an intriguing question. Could lemons also influence how well you sleep? The answer isn't exactly what most people expect.
Most people don't associate lemons with sleep. After all, they're bright, refreshing, energizing. But healthy sleep depends on far more than what happens at bedtime. Sleep quality is strongly connected to overall health. Daily nutrition, hydration, stress levels, physical activity, and metabolic health. When people improve these areas, sleep often improves as well. Some individuals enjoy warm water with lemon in the evening as part of a relaxing nighttime routine. Others prefer it in the morning. The key isn't necessarily the timing. It's consistency. Creating rituals that signal to the body that health matters.
Because the truth is this:
There is no single food that guarantees great sleep, but there are countless small habits that make quality sleep more likely. And lemons can be part of that broader wellness lifestyle. But now we're entering one of the most discussed topics in modern health: blood sugar. And the answer may surprise you. Millions of Americans are becoming increasingly interested in blood sugar health, and for good reason. Stable blood sugar is linked to energy levels, mood, appetite control, and long-term wellness. Now let's clear up a common misconception. Lemons are not a treatment for diabetes. They cannot replace medical advice.
They cannot replace prescribed care. However, lemons have characteristics that make them an appealing addition to many balanced eating patterns. They are naturally low in calories, low in sugar, and rich in flavor. Adding lemon to meals can sometimes help people choose healthier options overall. For example, replacing sugary beverages with water flavored by lemon. That single change alone may dramatically reduce added sugar intake over time. And small changes matter, because health transformations rarely happen through one dramatic decision. They happen through thousands of small decisions repeated consistently. One healthier meal, one healthier drink, one healthier day,
And eventually, a healthier life. But despite all these benefits, there are still countless myths surrounding lemons. Some are harmless. Others are wildly exaggerated. Let's separate fact from fiction.
The internet loves miracle health claims, and lemons are no exception. Let's address a few of the biggest myths. Myth number 1. Lemons melt body fat. False. No food melts fat. Sustainable weight loss comes from healthy eating patterns, movement, sleep, and consistency. Myth number 2. Lemon water detoxes the body. Not exactly. Your liver and kidneys already perform detoxification functions naturally. Lemon water can support hydration, but it does not magically cleanse toxins. Myth number 3. More lemon equals more benefits. Not necessarily. Moderation matters. Excessive lemon consumption may cause discomfort for some people, particularly due to acidity.
The healthiest approach is usually balance, not extremes. And speaking of mistakes, millions of people make one common lemon mistake every single day. The first mistake? Adding huge amounts of sugar. Many commercial lemon drinks contain so much added sugar that they completely undermine the health benefits people are seeking. The second mistake, assuming lemon alone can compensate for an unhealthy lifestyle. Unfortunately, no single food can overcome poor sleep, inactivity, chronic stress, and unhealthy eating patterns. The third mistake, ignoring dental health. Because lemons are acidic, some people choose to rinse their mouth with water after consuming lemon beverages.
Simple awareness can help protect long-term oral health. And now, we're approaching one of the most practical sections of this documentary. The best ways to use lemons, the best times to consume them, and the real-life stories of people who transformed their habits with one surprisingly simple change. What happened next may inspire you to rethink your own daily routine. By now, you might be wondering, what is actually the best time to consume lemon? Morning? Afternoon? Evening? The truth is surprisingly simple. There is no single perfect time. The best time is the time you can consistently make it part of a healthy routine. That said,
Many people enjoy lemon in the morning. Why? Because it often encourages hydration after a night's sleep. After 7 or 8 hours without water, your body is naturally ready for fluids. Starting the day with water and lemon can feel refreshing. It can help establish a positive tone for the hours ahead. Others enjoy lemon before meals as part of a healthy eating routine. And some prefer warm lemon water in the evening
as a calming ritual. The lesson here isn't about finding the perfect schedule. It's about finding a schedule you can maintain. Because consistency beats perfection every time. And that brings us to another important question.
What foods pair especially well with lemon? The answer reveals one of the most practical ways to maximize its role in a healthy lifestyle.
One of the greatest strengths of lemon is its versatility. It complements healthy foods beautifully. Fresh vegetables, leafy greens, fish, beans, whole grains, Mediterranean-style meals. A squeeze of lemon can transform simple ingredients into something more vibrant and enjoyable. And that's important, because healthy eating only works long-term when people actually enjoy it. Lemon can help reduce the need for heavy sauces. It can add brightness without significant calories. And it encourages many people to consume more fruits and vegetables overall. In other words, sometimes the biggest benefit of lemon isn't what it adds, it's what it helps replace. Less sugar.
Less excess sodium. Less processed flavoring. More natural ingredients. More whole foods. More balance. And now, let's look at some realistic stories that demonstrate how small habits can create meaningful changes. Imagine a man named Michael, 54 years old. Busy career. Constant stress. Too much coffee. Not enough water. For years, his mornings felt rushed and exhausting. One day, he decided to start with something simple. A glass of water with fresh lemon. That single change didn't transform his life overnight, but it started a chain reaction. He became more conscious of hydration. He began taking short morning walks. He gradually improved his breakfast choices.
Months later, he felt more energetic, more focused, more in control of his health. The lemon wasn't the magic, the habit was. Sarah had a different challenge: sugary beverages. They had become part of her daily routine. Instead of trying a dramatic diet, she made one manageable adjustment. She began replacing some sweet drinks with lemon-infused water. Over time, her taste preferences started changing. She consumed less added sugar, drank more water, and felt encouraged to make healthier food choices. Again, the transformation wasn't instant, but it was sustainable. And sustainability is where real success lives.
At 62, David realized something important. He had spent decades building financial security, but he hadn't invested enough in his health. That realization changed everything. He started focusing on simple habits: walking daily, improving sleep, eating more fruits and vegetables. Adding lemon to meals and water became one small part of a larger commitment. Years later, he described his biggest reward with one sentence: "I don't just want to live longer, I want to live better." And perhaps that's the real lesson of this entire documentary. If you'd like to include lemons in your routine, consider these simple ideas. Start your day with water and lemon. Add fresh lemon to salads. Use lemon to flavor fish or vegetables. Choose lemon water instead of sugary drinks occasionally. Include lemons as part of a balanced, nutrient-rich diet. Notice something? None of these suggestions are extreme, because health isn't built through extreme behavior. It's built through consistency. The habits you repeat become the life you experience. And now, one final thought. A thought that may stay with you long after this video ends.
It's easy to overlook ordinary things. A simple walk. A good night's sleep. A healthy meal. A conversation with someone you love. A lemon sitting quietly on the kitchen counter. Yet often, the most powerful changes begin with the simplest choices. Not dramatic transformations. Not overnight miracles. Small decisions. Repeated day after day. Year after year. Until one day you look back and realize those tiny actions shaped your future. The goal isn't perfection. The goal isn't never aging. The goal is to give your body the support it deserves. To honor the only body you'll ever have. To create more years filled with energy, movement, purpose, connection, and life.
So the next time you see a lemon, you may no longer see just a fruit. You may see a reminder that extraordinary health often begins with ordinary choices. Thank you for spending this time with us. If you enjoyed this documentary and learned something valuable today, be sure to subscribe and join us for more evidence-informed wellness stories designed to help you live healthier, stronger, and longer. Until next time, take care of your body, and it will take care of you.